Hey class, my name is John Peterson, and for today my pacha is going to be on aquascaping and what it entails, and what everything is done, on how everything's done to get aquascaping completed and what is the purpose of it. The first thing about aquascaping is, what is it? Aquascaping is the art of arranging aquatic plants and in an aesthetically pleasing manner. So basically what you're doing is creating a fish tank, but you're taking, live rocks and live plants and making it happen. There's many different styles of aquascape. There's Dutch, Japanese, biotype, jungle, paludarium, reef style, and black water style. Okay. And these are a few of those. The awesome thing about aquascaping is that you get to create a living underwater garden, basically, because you're using live plants and you're throwing in there fish, snails, shrimp, whatever you can think of, that you can put in a fish tank, to an extent, to make it all work. My favorite types of aquascaping is Dutch and Japanese. I like the colors of Dutch, and I like the sharpness of, Japanese style of aquascaping. The first step in your quest to get aquascaping done is take some inspiration from the outside world. Go outside, look at the mountains, look at some trees, look at some pictures, take pictures. And that's where you're going to get your ideas on how you create your aquatic landscape when you do it. The next step that you want to do is create a plan. Draw up a sketch like this one here, so that way you're not wasting your time when you are creating your landscape. It saves you a lot of time and headache. Learned from experience on this one. Okay. Once you've done that, the next thing is you want to go to your local pet store or go on Amazon, whatever works, and gather your supplies. You're going to need quite a bit of supplies. Hopefully you already have a fish tank, but if not, that's something that you can consider, hey, part of the package in aquascaping. These are a few of those items. The next thing are the key elements that you want to get. The first one, the main one on the left, is substrate, which is dirt. Next one are your plant life, lighting, and your filter. That's basically all you need to do aquascaping. Okay. All right, the most important thing about aquascaping is your substrate. You want to make sure that you get the right substrate, for the simple fact that that's the base of your landscape. It feeds your plants minerals, and it allows your plants to grow easily and spread out without any issues or getting stuck in one specific spot. Good beginner plants that I recommend for aquascaping for a beginner would be the Amazon sword, Java fern, Anubis nana, and dwarf baby tears for the carpet, so you can place that on top of your substrate, and it creates like this nice looking carpet. What makes the plants grow? Lighting. So lighting is very important. You have your high lighting, medium light, and low light. I think the best lighting is going to be medium because it's kind of fast and kind of slow at the same time. So it allows your plants to grow evenly, all of them, without one of them overpowering. The next thing you want to do is follow your plan. So the sketch that you drew up, follow it. So that way you create a nice pretty landscape without having a bunch of junk over here, and it looks exactly like how you drew up and how you imagined it. Once you've done that, plant placement. You got to be very careful when you place your plants because you can actually damage them. So make sure you place them to where very gently in the substrate. But then you also want to make sure that all of the plants are going to get the proper lighting. Okay. Once you've done that, the next step that you're going to have to go with is filling up the tank with water, right? Sounds easy. It's not that easy. Make sure that before you do all that, rinse your substrate and fill your tank up slowly. Because what's going to happen with that is that it's going to fill up and you're going to see a bunch of dust. So you want to do that slowly. Once you do that, you want to wait about a good week or two before you add fish. But when you add fish, make sure you select fish that are compatible with each other and are not going to fight or kill each other, or actually will be able to fit into your fish tank. Okay, the next thing besides fish that you can actually add are these cleaning agents. I like the shrimp and the snails for the simple fact that the shrimp, they add a type of contrast color to your tank, and they actually help eat the algae that is formed in your tank. The snails also do the same thing, but onto the tanks and everything else. But it looks pretty cool when you do it. Okay. The benefits of aquascaping, I would say, is that it allows you to create something, tap into your creative side, and it's actually very relaxing. So when you come home after a long day of work, a long drive or whatever, and you don't feel like watching TV, you can actually sit there and look at your fish for a little while. This looks like it's pretty, high maintenance. In actuality, it really isn't, because what you're doing is creating your own ecosystem with the fish and the plants. So what's going on with this is that the plants are feeding off of, to be honest, the fish poop and the CO2, and it's all circulating and creating its own ecosystem. Okay. In conclusion, landscaping is a great way to pass time. It acts a really cool talking topic when you have guests over, and it actually, at the end of the day, helps you relax, and keeps you comfortable. I hope you guys have enjoyed the Pachachka, and thanks. Bye-bye.